everybody, and welcome to VPS Game Time here for the broadcast of the 4A Greater St. Helens League game between Battleground Tigers and the Skyview Storm. I'm Derek Schaefer here with Alex Gull, and we're getting ready for kickoff here. Skyview's coming on 3-1 record, coming off a win, and Battleground is sitting at 1-3, coming off a tough loss to Prairie.
Yeah, this should be a pretty interesting game here tonight. I think certainly Skyview's coming in as the heavy favorite. They've got a pretty good record so far, and they certainly have some standout players that we'll be talking about all night, I'm sure. I think as we see Battleground get ready to kick off here, the big thing for them going into this game, I think, is getting off to a good start, not getting behind too quickly.
Yeah, and really looking to slow down that Skyview offense that's been rolling as of late.
Yeah, I think it's ranked in the number one offense in the state right now in terms of points and yards. So a lot of it behind their star quarterback. So here we go.
All right. And there's the kick. Number 15 looking for room to run.
Out to the 37-yard line where the Storm will be taking over.
So then we get a first look at the Skyview offense. Starting quarterback is Yaro DeValco. Been putting up big numbers and looking to, he's committed to Utah State, so looking to continue that run.
Yeah, he's really got a rocket for an arm. I saw him play earlier this season, and I was just really impressed with the zip that he puts on the ball. I mean, they're line drives, so look for that. And then, of course, he's got
a handoff there to Jalen McGee.
Yeah.
He shifts the tackle out to the 42.
Yeah, Jelani McGee is really a two-way player in terms of his running back. And then, last year I saw him get a couple of picks in a game, so he can really change a game in a second.
2nd and 6 for the Skyview Storm. Well, it looks like DeValco's going to roll back in a shotgun. An encroachment on the Battleground defense there.
Yeah, sometimes, in these games, your adrenaline's pretty up in the beginning of the game, and certainly the D-line's probably itching to get off to a good start in this game, and, well, it's easy to get lured off sides. So.
We probably didn't mention homecoming, so there's definitely some extra.
Yeah, Skyview's homecoming tonight, so we'll be having some extra festivities during halftime.
So 2nd and 1 to go. Falco drops back.
His first throw, so.
First down to number 21, Gavin Baskett.
Yeah, he's got a trio of receivers that he really likes to go to between Cooper Barnum, Mason Wheeler, and Baskett. They've really been putting up some big numbers themselves. Of course, that always stands to reason when your quarterback's putting up big numbers. Your receivers are going to be putting up big numbers. So
definitely. Their job to make them look good. Falco definitely helps himself, though.
Likes that shotgun.
There he is. Looking to drop back pressure, a little screen pass there.
Again, McGee, and you can just see how hard he runs.
He stays up, picks up a couple extra, down to about the 30 there. Skyview first down.
Keeps those legs rolling and gets that second effort. Probably got another 7 yards after contact, which you like to see.
Hold ran with the tight end, coach. And we got Trey left, Trey right.
So 1st and 10, Skyview going and knocking on the door. Around the 30, maybe the 29. Shotgun formation.
Got Jelani McGee in the backfield with him. Split out to his left.
Hand off to McGee. He's shifty, up the middle, breaks one. Touchdown, walks in. Touchdown, Skyview Storm.
Well, that looked pretty easy, didn't it?
Once again, he does make it look easy. Pretty little stiff arm there to push his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and the hole he had to run through, I think you and I could have made it through that hole. So props to the offensive line for getting it done.
Some great push.
Yeah.
And Battleground, big up front, not easy to push around.
No, they are big up front. They are dealing with some injuries, including their 6'4" player, Hunter Woldridge, who's coming off an ACL injury, recouping from that. But I'm sure they miss his bulk inside at 6'4" and 260. I'm sure he takes up space.
Most definitely. So Skyview looking to hit the PAT. The kick is up, splits the uprights. It is good.
Well, that was pretty quick.
So Skyview kind of leaving off where they left last game and just offensively rolling, and of course handing the ball to McGee and watching him run. It's an exciting thing.
Yeah, there's nothing I like better than a good run in football. I know a lot of people like the long passes, but
Right.
give me a long run any day. So we talked about Battleground getting off to a good start, and that's probably not the way they wanted to do. So here we see the touchdown again, or at least the end of it.
And really just a walk-in touchdown.
Yep.
All right, so Skyview lining up to kick off here. Well, the Battleground offense is going to be led by the quarterback, Reed Schneider. And a big name for them is Stephen Hancock in the backfield, who's been running hard also. We should see him get a lot of handoffs.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. Schneider's a junior. Hancock is a senior, but a lot of their other players are juniors and sophomores and stuff. So they've got a young team.
Yeah, very much. I know they lost a lot of seniors, so they're definitely trying to find that groove. Kick bounces. Looks like it was out of bounds.
I don't know what the high school rules are, but shouldn't he have let that bounce out of bounds?
Most definitely, yeah. It will be pushed forward, I believe.
Yeah, he touched it right before it went out of bounds, which I think might not have done the Tigers any favors.
So the ref is picking up the flag. I'm not sure if they are looks like moving it forward. So even though he did touch it, they will take the ball. Up looks like by close to the 30, I believe. So looks like the 35. The Battleground offense will get started here. Down 7-0. Quick score by the Storm.
And I think for the Tigers, they want to get good first and second down pushes so that they don't get behind in the sticks right away, and they're playing third down and long each set of downs. That just puts you in a high risk situation, which leads to turnovers and compounds the whole not getting off to a good start. So
it's like Hancock there just takes a dive just back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. So it looks like 2nd and 10 is where they're going to spot it. Schneider in shotgun goes ahead and hands off again up the middle. Took a gain of about 2 on the run by Hancock.
So they're running up the middle between the tackles and going to try to pound it for a little bit on this opening drive. But now they're facing that 3rd and long, and they have a decision to make.
So 3rd and 8 tends to be a passing down, but we've seen they do like to run.
And Schneider's got 2 receivers out to his right, 2 out to his left.
So drops back to pass. Oh, and a pick.
It is.
Easy pick. Number 3, Anthony Myers. Ooh, tackle just short of the end zone, about the 10-yard line.
So that's Mason Wheeler.
Mason Wheeler,
and he's one of their star wide receivers. So he's got a good set of hands on him, and he just showed it on defense. Here we see it. We see the run back and the tackle.
Good tackle by Hancock, at least to save the touchdown.
That's right. Well, this is what we were just talking about. You want to try to get off on those 1st and 2nd downs and pick up 4 or 5 yards each time, so you're not looking at 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, those obvious passing downs can be dangerous, especially against a good Skyview defense.
So what do you think? Give it to McGee?
I'm thinking so, and they do. Shifty runs one over, dive, stretches, touchdown. What a run. There he just shows off the strength, carrying 2 guys into the end zone. So another touchdown, Jelani McGee.
Here we're going to look at
10 yards out.
Look at this replay, and he pulls it around to the left side.
Does get off there, stretches, and in.
Well, his yards after contact is impressive for a guy his size. It's 5'11". I don't know what they list him, 205. Well, there've been plenty of running backs in the NFL who had exactly those height and weight, and they did all right. So
exactly. PAT is up and good. So 14-0. Battleground's falling behind early here.
9 minutes left in the first quarter.
Well, they're going to have to play from behind a little bit here. They do have some offensive power, like we said, with their running back, Hancock, and we haven't seen Schneider run at all, but I know he can move also. But like you said, staying away from those kind of give me passing downs where you're left to only have one option is definitely what they want to stay away from.
Yeah, I think Battleground is, maybe the quarterback hasn't really found his. Well, he's certainly not at DeValco's level. We'll put it at that. And he's only a junior, so
right, a lot of time to grow.
He's got room for improvement. And Battleground might need to move away from running into the teeth of the defense and look to spread it out a little bit.
Yeah. Skyview looking to kick off. Hopefully a little bit better of a kickoff than last time. Definitely going to stay on the field.
We're going to get a run back.
Shift upfield. Got a small hole. Looks like he's going to be stopped around the 27. I believe that was number 24, Ricardo Laura, I believe.
Well, here come the Tigers, and we'll see what they draw up this set of downs. See if they can, games like this where they're heavy underdogs. You got to take your victories where you can. And I think at this point, getting a couple of first downs would be, even if you don't come away with a score, at least gives you.
Stick with the run. Stopped in the backfield there. Yeah, that Skyview D line is just pushing the offensive line back and wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, you suspect that maybe Skyview line knows what's coming, given that the quarterback may not feel so comfortable dropping back and letting it go.
All right, so 2nd and 12. Shotgun formation. Looks like a little swing pass. Great catch, but Skyview is right there.
Yeah, so you can even see from that play the arm strength isn't quite there with Schneider. That ball took a little while to get there.
Yeah, Mason Wheeler making a great tackle and great read on that play.
Yeah, he's been active this game so far.
So looking at a 3rd and 16 here for the Battleground offense.
Sure, the DBs are looking to get their hands on this ball.
Let's go. No one's there. And another pick. He's got room up the sidelines. Another Skyview touchdown.
There it is. That's Xavier Owens.
Xavier Owens with the pick 6 to the house.
Yeah,
I can see maybe a receiver fell over. There was no one there to even kind of bat the ball away. Easy pick 6 there.
Yeah, the receiver fell down on the play, and it just left to the DB all by himself back there. Owens had a pretty easy catch and run into the end zone. He may not get an easier one this season.
No, he definitely took advantage of that one. You still put that on your highlight reel, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Sure. It may not make the top 10 plays of the weekend, but
hey, but it counts.
It counts.
All right. So 20-0 as Skyview comes out to attempt a PAT.
Slowly.
And I thought maybe I saw a flag at the end of the play, or was I mistaken? Because they are moving it forward, it looks like. Or no, okay. No flag on the play.
Well, at this rate,
Or there was a personal foul on Skyview. And that will probably be assessed on the kickoff, I'd imagine. Not sure where that came in at, but. The kick is up. Splits the uprights to make it 21-0 Skyview.
well, it took all of about 90 seconds to score after that last interception and that last pick six. So,
yeah, well, Skyview's definitely wanting to bait them into the pass, if anything, stacking the box and really taking away Hancock from Battleground. So.
So if you are a Twitter user, you can follow VPS Game Time to get the latest schedule information and more. The Twitter handle is @VPS Game Time. We also share good sports news from around our area with that account, so follow us today, and we might just follow you back.
All right, so Skyview, they're going to be pushed back a little bit from that personal foul penalty here.
Did you catch what it was?
I didn't. The replay, I thought it came in. It could have been a celebratory one. I did notice, with it being homecoming, some extra excitement in the end zone. We'll definitely want to clean it up, but they will be kicking it, looks like, about the 25.
Well, this might give, maybe this is how Battleground gets back into this with a special teams play, and we'll see.
Special teams can, turn a game around, at least momentum-wise.
Yep.
Just something on the other side of the 50. So. And the return, he's got a hole. Good return up to about the 45.
So this will be their best starting field position of the game.
So let's putting a little pressure on the Skyview D. That's a good thing, and see how they respond.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if they try to run Hancock up the middle again. And hasn't been working out too well, but.
So they're in the usual shotgun formation here. And Hancock to the left, and he's stuffed about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that Skyview defense looks fast.
They are swarming. So we go 2nd and 12 for the Battleground offense here. Looks like Hancock in the backfield again. And the hand top up the middle. Not much happening.
Nowhere to go. They're really stuffing the line.
And a great tackle there, number 77, Lorenzo Lombardi Branham. Brings up 3rd and 13 for the Battleground Tigers.
Here we go.
We got trips right. Definitely looking like a passing formation here. He drops back. Nope, handoff. He's got some room. Shifts left up the middle, just short.
Tried to cut it back.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite have the bounce to evade the tackler.
So Skyview defense holds up despite the field position for Battleground.
Here we see the replay, and Hancock
Definitely had a hole with that cut there.
Yep. Got to the second level. Unfortunately, the second level got him back to the original line of scrimmage. So.
Yeah. Number 6, Amani Williams with that tackle. So Battleground looks to punt here. Ooh, some pressure on the kick. It might have affected it. Goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark that one at.
It's going to be good starting field position for the Storm.
So as a Skyview Storm come out, looks like the ball will be out to 35.
Well, the Tigers didn't turn it over, so
that is a plus.
Small victories.
It is a plus. Give their defense a chance to, even sometimes just getting on the field here will get them just into the game.
Yep.
And definitely got to swarm on McGee here if he gets that ball, because they've seen quickly one tackler's not going to bring him down.
No, and you got to wrap him up and hold on and wait for help to come.
Yep. Valco in the shotgun here. Hand off to McGee. He cuts back up the middle. Still on his feet. He's going to get stuffed. About a 2-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good stop for the Tigers. I think they heard you. They got to get some folks up there at the line and stay in their lanes and put a stop to McGee's running. Of course, if you stop McGee, then DeValco can start going to work with his arm.
Definitely have to pick your poison, but just one person hanging on to his legs and everyone getting on board is at least a way to stop him and slow him down.
Yep. And start punching at that ball. Try to get it out of his hands.
Yeah, a turnover would be huge for them.
Yep.
Valco drops back. Great throw.
And there it is.
Another catch.
That
cuts up to the sideline. He's up the field. 10-5. Touchdown, Skyview Storm. Cooper Barnum. Great pass and catch.
Yeah, that pass was right in stride. And
he didn't even have to break a step. Yeah. Great pitch and throw to put the Skyview Storm up 27-0 against the Battleground Tigers.
And Barnum showing some wheels there after the catch.
Outran at least 3 of them there.
We'll see if we'll get a replay of that throw. Maybe
that kind of throwing precision with that kind of speed is going to be tough to stop.
Yeah.
And the PAT is up, and it is good.
So Skyview's scoring about a touchdown about every 2.5 minutes or so in this game, and that might make it a long night for the Tigers.
Very much so.
Well, you want to see that their body language doesn't get down and that they stay in this game, keep their heads up. It can be demoralizing, but, remember you're out here to have fun.
Correct. Yeah, and with them having a younger team, this is an experience they can learn from so far.
Got the Skyview cheerleaders out in force tonight, and the band.
Doing a great job.
Good night for football out here.
Yes, very much so. And you can't beat the setting at Old Kiggins Bowl.
No.
The historic Kiggins Bowl, I should say.
That's right.
Yes. All right, so Battleground Tigers down 28-0. Looking just to get some momentum here.
Well, pooch kick.
Pooch kick, it's going to hit. Gets picked up, number 20, going to take it to the left. He stopped about the 27-yard line there.
So that's Ryan Potes, and we haven't called his name yet tonight. But he's a weapon for the Tigers, a 5'8", 180-pound senior. Play some running back, play some linebacker.
And sometimes I think if offensively you just get it out to some of your other playmakers and try to draw some attention off of your running back, it might find a hole and create something here. So Battleground looking to get some momentum here. It's like a quarterback keeper up the middle.
And it's their longest play of the game.
Good run there by Schneider.
There's that saying that when the quarterback is the runner, you have one more blocker than you do when the running back's the runner, right? So
yeah,
the math works out in your favor.
And he had a decent hole to run through.
He did
on a well-designed play.
I think a lot of the Storm line went with Hancock on the
Storm
play
bringing a
action.
blitz. Oh, and the ball squirts out.
Oh, tough luck.
Recovered. Skyview Storm.
So that looked like an RPO, a run-pass option there, and it looked like he was going to haul it back in. And that's the danger of that play, is that you really got to be on the same page with your running back.
Looks like Josiah Cochran will take advantage of the opportunity of the ball on the turf. So Skyview will start at about the 35-yard line, 25, yard line.
Well, that's a shame because they were they'd had a nice first down play, gotten 6 yards on that first down play, and we're looking at a second down.
And even though that ball scored out, it looked like it was going to have some positive yardage. They had some room to run. So Vivalco hands off to McGee. He sheds a couple tacklers, busts outside. No one's catching him to the pylon. Touchdown, Skyview.
They're going to wear out a little path there to that pylon.
I think 3 of the 4 have been to that pylon there, and I should say 3 of the 5. McGee, great run, busting the outside, and just his speed, no one's catching him.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him. He looked like he was stopped up at the line of scrimmage, and he just planted his foot and went to the, planted his right foot and went to the right. Here he is, stopped up, and then goes to his left.
Great blocking by the line, too, pushing, getting to that second level and making it hard to even get a hand on him.
Yeah, and that acceleration from going from dead stop almost backwards to then getting right back up to speed.
Kick is up and good. That'll make it 35-0 Skyview Storm.
Still 3:45 left in the first quarter.
Well, we warned about the Skyview offense rolling. They are.
And their defense is also, their defense has scored 2 touchdowns, so they just have a lot of weapons, and I think a lot of people realize that coming into this game, like you said, you got to pick your poison, and it's tough because, the playmakers on the offensive side are the same guys on the defensive side, and, they're Mason Wheeler and Jelani McGee and Barnum. These guys are just weapons, so.
Yes.
And, I think also the defensive line should get some credit for stopping up Hancock. He really hasn't gotten going yet tonight. And, I thought that run-pass option was a good idea. But, again, it's that high-risk, high-reward kind of situation because that mesh point, you really got to be on the same page. And if you're not, fumbles happen.
Yeah, we've seen them throw a couple wrinkles in that got them some positive yards. To see if they stick with that.
There we go.
Kick return, he breaks a tackle up the sideline, pushed out. And that's Potes there, number 20.
Yeah, he looks
showing
like
a little speed there.
Yeah, and he looks like a powerful guy. He looks like he could move a line if gets ahead of steam.
Let's see, they marked him at the 43, so that's where the Battleground offense will take over. Tigers just need to clean up a couple mistakes, and they've shown they can move the ball. So.
Yeah, Brody Brown, the center.
Like a mistake on handoff there. He's stuffed in the backfield.
Schneider thought he was coming to his left side, and Hancock was going to Schneider's right side, so it was a little bit of miscommunication. They lost about 2 or 3 yards, 5 yards.
And of course, that Skyview front line in the backfield in a hurry, so he had no time really to even recover.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 15, ball in the 38. Schneider in shotgun.
Well, Schneider's shown the ability to run.
Looks like he's changing the play here. Pass, he's got his man overthrown. Just out of the hands of number 15 with almost had the pick there. Looks like that was Brendan Feeney. Maybe another miscommunication there.
Yeah.
It looked like the receiver cut maybe for more of a slant.
I think Schneider was throwing for the go route, and his receiver wasn't quite on the same page. And again, this is a young team, so you're going to have these kinds of issues, and you don't want to compound the mistakes. So you just got to stay within your comfort zone and run the plays that you know, and not try to get too fancy.
Schneider in the shotgun formation, 3rd and 15. It's like a handoff, and he slips, falls behind the line of scrimmage. Be a loss of yardage there for Hancock. 4th and 20 there's Lost about 4 yards on that play, and the punt team's coming out, of course, to push the Skyview back a little bit here.
See if the Tigers can flip the field and at least get the Storm starting with some worse field position than they've had so far this game. I mean, they've been starting at the 50 or the 40, or but they have not started inside their own 20 yet.
Looks like Xavier Owens back there to receive the kick. Another weapon. So you're going to want to get down the field and definitely protect the sidelines. A flag on the play here.
We have a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Well, that's going to...
Battleground Tigers.
Yeah, they're going the wrong direction.
Probably going to be some talk of cleaning up at halftime, I would think, from the coaches here from the Battleground sideline.
Yeah, and I wonder how much of Yaro DeValco we'll see in the second half. Of course, it's not even the end of the first quarter yet. So
Good
a lot
kick.
can happen.
Xavier's going to have some room to return here. Stiff arm one, sheds it, gets outside.
Stays on his feet.
40 to the 30. The punter miss, breaks another one. 10. Touchdown! The side, the pylon, tiptoeing the sideline. He gets in that same pylon.
What a run.
Someone just needs to put a Skyview sticker on that thing down there, because it's another touchdown in that same corner.
Here we go.
Great run back.
That stiff arm, and he manages to stay on his feet, which is impressive. And then he gets some really good blocking.
Great blocking.
Yep. And then he does the rest himself, just outrunning the...
Showing off the athleticism and staying in bounds there.
Yeah. Well, they're not counting it. Did he step out of bounds?
Looks like a flag in the middle of the field here.
Oh, that's oh, they're pulling it way back. Maybe it was a block in the back.
It's like a personal foul. Bring it back to about the 37-yard line here. So we'll take that touchdown off the board, and Skyview will have to earn their next one.
Well, it was still fun to watch.
Very much so. And if someone wants to put a sticker on that pylon, they can. Oh, bad snap. Valco tries to jump on it. No! Battleground. Looks like they got it here.
Yeah,
and it will be Battleground football knocking on the doorstep. How about it?
That's a break that they could use. So, of course, the only time you ever call the center's name is when something bad like that happens. But I can't find out who it is.
It was a great idea. Valco tried to jump on it, and of course, as we know, footballs are a awkward shape.
Yeah, unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
To say the least.
Yes. All right, so Battleground's got some momentum here. Ball on the 22, 1st and 10.
Yeah, I'd like to see them get a score here.
It's like a handoff up the middle, bounces outside. He sheds a couple tacklers, but not backwards.
That ball came out.
It's like they're going to mark him down. A loss of 2 and another flag coming out here. Late flag. It's looking like it might be some sort of personal foul. Hancock, powerful run, really, but
yeah,
just not able to get anywhere with that swarming Skyview defense.
The speed isn't there. He's got the power, but I'm just not seeing the speed of say, Jelani McGee, who has both the power and speed.
Very much so. So we'll be against Skyview.
Well, if that's how you got to get positive yards, you'll take it, right?
Exactly. Momentum is momentum, so.
Minute 16 left in the first quarter.
Plenty of time to get on the board and get things swinging your way here. All right, so 1st and 10, ball's on the 11.
They like this this formation with the 3 receivers and a tight end set back.
Hancock up the middle. Definitely a power run formation and a power run off of it.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe a gain of 1.
The ball's on the 10-yard line. You know, I'm sure Skyview's expecting run.
It's hard not to.
I know.
Especially when you got someone like Hancock in the backfield. But a pass would be the wrinkle that maybe could catch him off guard. Schneider hands off. Hancock around the outside, cuts back.
They are just so fast.
We're going.
Yeah. They get penetration right away on those. I don't know whether guys are missing blocks on the Tigers' O-line or what, but Skyview is really coming through quickly. We'll see here. Yeah, there's some guys who are just kind of running past Skyview tacklers and not getting a helmet on them. So, well, I shouldn't say helmet anymore. They're not getting
shoulder pad first,
yes,
then maybe a helmet.
Yeah, they're not getting a body on them.
So then the 1, we got 35-0 Skyview.
Well, the pace of scoring has slowed down, so there's that.
And Battleground's
knocking on the door.
Does have an opportunity here.
An opportunity to at least come away with 3, so that would be a victory. But we got 3rd and 13 coming up here on this. When we switch fields.
Biggest surprise, like you said, is that Skyview defense coming up with the.
Hey guys, if you care about the direction of Vancouver Public Schools, you have the chance to make a difference. The district is enlisting members of the community to update Design 2, its big picture strategic plan. It's the philosophy that shapes how the district does its work. If you're interested in participating in community symposia and workshops, email the district chief of staff, Tom Hagley, at tomhagley@vansd.org. It's the email address, or learn more about it at the district website, vancouverschooldistrict.org. That's vansd.org.
All right, so Battleground offense coming out here to start the second quarter. 3rd and 13 on the 14, so.
They should go for that left pylon.
Yep, it's been hot.
Oh.
A big run there, number 20.
Yeah, look at that. Joseph.
Coach showing his muscles and
Joseph
pushing
Nickel.
the line back.
Yeah, 5'10" sophomore. That was a nice hard run.
Yeah. And we saw him on that kick return show a little bit of speed, so another playmaker that definitely can make plays for Battleground.
So what are they going to do here on 4th and 7? They can get a first down without making it into the end zone.
It's hard not to hand the ball off, but you, like I said, the pass is there.
Yeah, and this guy out here on the right looks like he's
showing
uncovered.
Blitz. Looks like they're going to pass. He's up the middle. Oh! Macked at the goal line. Did he get in? No. They're saying incomplete pass.
Oh, wow. Boy.
Whew. That's a big-time hit there.
Let's watch this again. Oy, that's close.
Oh.
Well.
Michael Strongberg put the hit on there, and it looks like, yeah, they're going to stay with the incomplete pass call.
No challenges at this level, right?
I'd be throwing the flag here if there was.
Yeah, I thought that was a touchdown, and then I thought it was a fumble, and then it turned out to be an incomplete pass. So, well, that was a golden opportunity right there.
And once again, that Skyview defense just coming up big.
Yep. So, well, now DeValco is backed up. But you just hand it to McGee. Oh, no, that's not McGee.
That's number 19 there. A big run up the middle.
Slyman Ferran. And I hope I'm pronouncing his first name correctly.
I think you got it. Regardless, great run.
Thanks, Derek.
Yeah, regardless, a great run.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10. The 26 here.
Well, it's a easy way to give yourself some breathing room.
So 35-0 again, second quarter here. DeValco back. Josh Backey passing. Great throw. Great catch. He breaks 2 tackles, and he's off to the races. I don't think anyone's catching him. Touchdown, Skyview.
Xavier Owens once again.
Oh, and showing off the speed. Getting that touchdown that got called back there.
That's right. That's right.
DeValco putting again right on the money where he doesn't have to break stride, and he can just use his speed to get in.
Nice little crossing pattern right across the middle of the field. And then Owens just does the rest on his own. Look at that.
41-0 Skyview as they bring out the PAT team. DeValco making it easy for his receivers, just putting it right on the money.
Yeah. Oh.
The kick is up, and it is good, just through the uprights.
I didn't know if it was going to make it there.
Yeah. Definitely waved that one through. So 42-0 Skyview. Tigers had an opportunity and just came up short.
Yeah, and
I mean,
hey, it's got to show them that it's possible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they were right there. So.
And again, we saw him, stick with the run, but then throw those few wrinkles in, and they panned out really. If they can find some more of that, they'll get some positive yardage.
Yeah, some short passes, like you were saying. I mean, the screens are tough because the Skyview defense is getting through so quickly, and I don't know that he's got the arm, but little over the middle short passes, getting it out of his hands quickly. I haven't really seen him be under pressure, Schneider, in terms of any of his passes. So, maybe he's got the time to get some throws in, start working on the passing game.
Well, and I think 2 of those interceptions seemed like maybe, one receiver fell.
Right.
And then some miscommunication. So clean it up and might get the ball rolling, and they get some momentum before half, which would be huge. Short kick here, returnable. Coach with the return. Good return out to about the 38-yard line. So yeah, 38-yard line is where the Battleground offense will start this drive at. But enough can't be said about the Skyview defense, just swarming to the football.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to make any headway against this defense. I'm glad I don't have to coach against them.
Very much so. Schneider in the shotgun. Looks like he's going to hand off up the middle. Short gain here, about 2 to Hancock. Be second and about 8 here. Schneider in the shotgun. Looks like he's changed the play here.
And who's in the backfield with him? Let's see.
Does look like Hancock,
it is Hancock.
I believe, okay. Yes. Got 2 receivers to the left. And up the middle, he's got some room. Ooh. But again,
it's hard to cut back against this Skyview team. You almost are better off just running into them and trying to get the extra yards.
A lot of speed. Mason Wheeler on the tackle there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the problems when you try to a cutback is you lose your momentum, and so unless you do it really effectively, you don't have the strength anymore when a tackler makes contact. So, if you see a tackler in front of you, instead of sometimes trying to cut, sometimes it's just better to run into him and get those extra 3 to 5 yards. If you
fall forward.
Yeah, use your momentum, run downhill and fall forward. Exactly.
Michael Stromberg was on that last tackle there. It looks like some pressure, throwing it. Great catch. Way to come back and help your quarterback out there.
Debatable whether it was worth catching, though, because I think they're about back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see it again. So this is really the first pressure that we've seen the Skyview Storm get on Schneider on quarterback, on the Tigers quarterback. But he managed to escape it and get the pass out. At least give his receiver a chance to make a play. But again, that Storm defense is doing what we've seen, the swarming Storm.
There's a kick. Short kick is going to bounce, and everyone will get away. Looks like it'll be down about the 28-yard line there.
Got players fanning the ball, trying to get it downfield.
Every inch does count.
Game of inches.
All right, so Skyview Storm will take over here, up 42-0. 8:03 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Tigers put together get a first down. Let's see if they can get a first down or two. Oh, it's right. Skyview's on offense. Well, keep Skyview from getting a first down.
Or that turnover. I mean, it didn't get capitalized last time, but
there
it is. Ball on the turf.
And there it is again.
We'll fight for it. I don't know. It looks like they're signaling battleground ball.
Yeah.
And there it is, right on cue. Turnover. Let's see that there. It looks like just a little off on the snap, and great hustle there.
That's Alex Meyer, the center. I saw him go up to DeValco and kind of pat him on the shoulder, like, my fault.
Definitely want to make sure the quarterback knows your name when you're.
Yeah. Well, I think
a great hustle play there, and
again, Tigers get good field position off a turnover.
Even though they didn't come up with the score last time, they did well here in the red zone. So. Take a handoff up the middle. He slips a little bit. Right back to the line of scrimmage there.
Second time we've seen a battleground player slip to the turf.
Just trying to cut back there, lost the footing. This turf does get a little slippery and has been a little wet out. But so 2nd and 10, ball in the 21 for the battleground offense here. Two receivers set out left. We got two in the backfield. Up the middle, not much having there for Hancock. He looks like he maybe gained a yard.
Tough sledding. That might have been Ricardo Lara.
And that was, yes.
They're both in the game. Ricardo Lara's split out to the right.
Looks like he's playing fullback, which is a good add for their, hopefully find a hole, but he drops back to pass. He's got a receiver, but broken up. Intended for number 19, Chris Loon.
Well, I think Dunn did a good job keeping that from getting intercepted.
We'll
was
a
see it
little
again.
overthrown here.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
So 4th and 9. Looks like the battleground offense is going to stay on the field here.
Why not?
Single backfield. Schneider drops back to pass. He's looking, throws it up, wide open, but can't quite connect. Number 6 there was the intended receiver, Jordan Miner.
He had his receiver there. I mean, it was right there. He just couldn't really drop it in, put a little too much on it.
See a replay there. I mean,
those are tough throws. You got to put just the right amount of air under it and get that arc so it drops in over the defense and into your receiver's hands, and that's a tough throw.
Tough throw and a lost opportunity here for the Tigers. Skyview offense will take the field again here. So 1st and 10 on the 20. It's like a handoff and a good tackle there in the backfield. There'll be a loss of a few yards.
And I think we're getting our first look at Clark Coleman, a backup quarterback. Coleman's a 5'10", 180-pound junior,
Tight ends left.
number
Edge
17.
Trio, tight end left, Trixie's right.
And it looks like we've got another running back.
Looks like Jaden Knapp in the backfield here. Coleman throws, swing pass to the left. He's got some room out of bounds. Looks like about a gain of 4. Good little pass and catch play there. 3rd and 7, ball in the 23.
So we might have seen the last of DeBalco for the night, and McGee.
And at this point, it's probably the smart move.
I would say they've done their job.
Very much so. And not that you're cashing it, but these young players, it's a great opportunity for them to get on the field and get some big light experience.
Yep.
So Coleman drops a pass, a little pressure, gets out of it. No.
Wrapped up.
Wrapped up and taken. Looks like they're going to throw a flag on that one.
See this replay here.
Mason Wan with the tackle.
Big.
You know, anytime that the hand goes to the head, you're running a risk of the flag being thrown.
Yep.
Good pressure though. So on 3rd and 8, they'll move the ball forward here. Looks like around the 23, 24 yard line. Excuse me, 22.
Mason Wan, yeah, 6'2", 265.
It was a great tackle, but yeah, that one hand just kind of slipped in there maybe, and the flag got thrown. So 3rd and 8 on the ball in the 22. Coleman will work and try to pick up the first down for the Storm here.
And Ferran's back in the backfield.
Little pass and catch. Oh, through the hands. That was attempt number 20 there. Teddy Beaver.
That might be the first incomplete pass of the evening for the Storm, and it gets it's now 4th and 8, and it gets the Tiger defense off the field. And
so we'll see the Skyview punt team. I don't think we've seen them today.
Probably just saw that replay. Pass was a little low, but certainly catchable. He was also facing a possible hit if he caught that ball. There were 2 men converging, so it could have been that he heard footsteps. You never know. Looks like we're going to have a Storm timeout.
All right, well, 42-0. We got, Skyview starting to bring in some of the younger guys, get them some playing time at this point. But McGee, DeValco, you can't say enough about the job they did, and some of those receivers that run after catches were phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely came in as highlighted, you know. I mean, those 2 guys are pretty dominant, but they've also got a really good cast of other guys who aren't backups at all. I mean, that trio of receivers of Wheeler and Barnum and Owens. I mean, Owens has shown us some amazing runs. One was called back, but he got his TD. So,
and that defense is, we almost forget, put up a few touchdowns themselves and have been tough to overcome.
Yeah, dominant would be the word I would use.
I think if we go to try to announce the tackle, sometimes there's 4 of them that you could give it to, so it's hard to even announce it.
Short kick.
Short kick there. It's going to bounce out of bounds, marked at the 49-yard line. 42-yard line, sorry.
You know, my first broadcast, I said the 53-yard line at one point. So whatever you say, it couldn't be worse.
I appreciate it. This being my first broadcast,
yeah.
So I do appreciate that. The elusive 53-yard line.
I know. I was living in Canada that night.
Don't they? They have 53-yard lines out there, right? Okay. All right. Doggone offense, just looking to get some momentum here before halftime. Little play action pass, a little pressure, gets out of it,
no.
throws.
Oh. He almost got it out to Ricardo Lara. He was doing a little Russell Wilson impersonation there, trying to escape that rush.
He did make something happen, but just out of reach of Lara there.
Yeah, Lara's coming out of that backfield position, that fullback position where he lines up actually in front of Schneider. It's kind of an interesting formation, and it's what they run every single play, that formation. So it's
a pass overthrown, interception. He's got a lot of room in front of him. 20, 10, another Skyview touchdown. Defense coming up big for Skyview and putting another one on the board.
So that was Teddy Beaver, 5'9", sophomore, getting a pick six, and
get a chance to play and get handed a gift. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of ball that's coming to you, and you're just like, oh, I got this. Don't drop this.
I think if you drop that, you lose playing time. So it's a good thing that he got it. Great catch and return there.
And and I think we see. I mean, Schneider had a man open. His accuracy just isn't there yet.
Yeah, and the out route can always be. It's a sticky route to throw because underthrown, overthrown, there's usually a guy there. You really have to put it on the money.
It's the kind of throw we've seen DeBalco make a couple times and put it on the money. But here
we get a chance to take a look at the play there. Definitely had time, set his feet just a little too much on it.
Yeah, you want to get that ball where only your receiver can get it, and up is not the place to put it.
Well, 49-0. Skyview is up. Got 5:05 left in the second quarter.
Well, it should be pretty good festivities for homecoming with a lead like this.
Very much so.
Crowd's feeling good.
Excited.
Yeah. Most of the crowd under the sheltering roof of the upper portion of the bowl.
Anytime you can get the Skyview band with a little extra time, it's always a good thing. They're good. They're great.
Yeah, and they've got what do you call the folks with the flags? And they do the dance routines.
Color guard.
Color guard. They've got a really good color guard too.
Yes, they do. Returnable kick here.
Oh, that's a big
hole. He's got some room.
Ooh. That was a nice tackle because that might have saved.
2 tackles more. And
there was one more man to beat after that. That was a nice run back.
That was, I believe, number 22.
I see some yellow laundry down there, and I don't know whether it's a flag or it's like the refs are talking about
they
something.
Are discussing something.
So here we see that run. That was a huge hole. He could have driven a truck through that hole. It looks like it's going to go against the Storm. Looks like it might have been some holding on the Storm, so that'll give the Tigers even better field position.
Looks like they'll be, on the other side of the 50 there. Any hope they can get at this point is much appreciated.
Yeah, so they'll be starting from the 46-yard there, from the Storm's 46-yard line.
It's like a run up the middle. Potts breaks one. Good run there. It's going to be a first down for the Tigers.
That's a nice looking run, and that's Ryan Potes with that run.
Seen some good explosion from Potes there. You see him break right through that hole.
Yeah, and that the offensive line starting to open up some lanes for their runners. Yeah, this is what they tried to do in the beginning of the game, and Skyview just had it, but again, this might be the second string defense. So
another run to Pote. He breaks one up the middle to the 20, 10. Brought down about the 5-yard line. Great run there.
Great run. You'd like to see him hold that ball a little closer to him. He was swinging that ball pretty far out. And last thing you want right now is a turnover. He breaks one tackle.
Getting some momentum here.
Nice run. Nice hard run. Yeah, he broke through the first arm tackle pretty easily and kept on going.
So Battleground knocking on the door here. 1st and 10. Hand off to Potes. Be down inside the 5 here.
Yeah, this is really good for their for the Tigers to get reps like this against maybe a little more evenly matched. Now not playing against the starters, Skyview's starters.
Yeah, and the line getting a little, you've seen some holes here a little bit more than before. And a nice pass. Oh, knocked her down.
And no flag.
No flag there. Just out of reach of the intended receiver there. Looks like number 10.
Bishop Straub.
Well, 3rd and 4 here. Battleground knocking on the door. See if they can, punch it in. Any momentum right now before halftime would be great for them.
Skyview's expecting a run here. Sure enough.
And they stuff the box, and he's nowhere to be found. Swarm of Skyview players there.
Yeah, almost daring Schneider to try to throw that.
Yeah, there was no room having it.
No, they had everyone up on the line.
Well, 4th and 5.
4th and goal.
They're definitely going to go for it here.
What do you have to lose?
It's like Schneider changing the play up a little bit. Skyview bringing some heat. He tucks it, runs, touchdown.
Well, that's got to feel good.
Schneider with the run. Get some points on the board, so momentum going for the Tigers here.
Well, when you change the play, call your own number.
Why
Isn't
not?
that what you do in basketball all the
Every time.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose and a lot of momentum to gain with even just a touchdown on the board.
Yeah,
it's a great thing.
Potes is out. Yell for Potes. Yell for Potes. Yell for Potes.
Yeah, I think just for your psyche, getting a score before the half and, going into the half and seeing some points on the board, it's always helpful.
So Battleground calls a timeout. They may have had one too many people on the field, so just trying to protect themselves from losing any yardage here. But yeah, great tuck and run there by Schneider to get in the end zone.
Yeah, it was sort of a delay, and you allowed the lane to open up before he took it to run. He looked like he was going to drop back and pass, so well-designed play and got him in the end zone.
And Skyview's made some big plays, but this could be a 21-49 game. Battleground had a couple opportunities.
Yeah.
And we're just, literally not an inch away from,
Well, certainly that one that if he just held on to it,
yeah.
Credit the hit to knock that ball loose on the goal line. But you're right. They could easily have 3 scores on the board right now. So credit Skyview, and what as a coach, what do you tell your team if you're the Tigers? You can't get it all back at once. So you just got to take it a play at a time and play the right way, the way you've been coached.
The key is up and good. So make it 7-49. Storm is still up. Definitely, you'll definitely want to tell them to just worry about what they can control for sure.
Yeah.
And maybe clean up some of the
limit the
mistakes. We have seen a couple miscommunications and things of that nature. So.
Well, we might see some players on the Storm who we don't see very often here in the second half, and that's always interesting. I I like watching preseason basketball for that reason. You see players you won't see much of during the regular season, and so might see some up-and-comers take the field in the second half.
And anytime you're building the program, it's important to take advantage of these situations to get those guys some of the Friday night light time.
Yep.
So with 2:48 left, Battlegrounds will be kicking off the Skyview here. Skyview kind of firing on all cylinders right now. Battleground just trying to stop the bleeding.
Another Battleground.
Low line drive kick here.
Battleground D did get a stop last time, so we'll see if they can do it again.
Solid return out to about the 37-yard line there.
Short little pooch kick. Well, not quite a pooch, but didn't make it very far. Enough for a return, but pretty good coverage by the Tigers to get down there and get on the ball.
We see, I think that's Coleman still out there at the helm here.
Hey, pro left. Oh, double tight, coach, double tight.
And Ferran's back there in the backfield with him.
So hand off to Ferran's up the middle. He breaks one tackle, throws his shoulder down about the 38-yard line there, 39. He's second and 8.
It's like wide receiver Amani Wills. Amani Williams kind of whiffed on his block.
The all-important skill of blocking for a receiver.
Yeah, so we're seeing some different receivers, and we got Kyle Olson, number 16, split out wide left.
Looks to pass. Pressure, throws it up, and then no
dangerous
one's
pass.
home.
Not sure who that was to. Might have been to Peyton Bader.
Might just want to put that one on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Next time.
So
Lucky break for the Storm there.
Skyview are looking at one of their first third downs that I can recall, other than last drive, which the Tigers stopped. So Tigers are holding.
Second encroachment there on the defense, unless they're drawn off. Nope.
So it won't get the Storm a first down, but it certainly makes it a lot more manageable.
Anytime, you can make it a run or pass down, it's going to keep the defense guessing here.
Tight end left.
So 3rd and 3 after the penalty for the Storm. Took a handoff up the middle, easily gets a first down and some more. Great run there.
It's Ferran again.
19, Ferran again. Looks like he was down at the 36, so pick up the first down and more for the Storm.
A nice hard run. A bit like Jelani McGee. I mean, in terms of his the yards after contact. And
so 1st and 10 on the 36. Minute 35 left. Another handoff to Ferran. Blows his shoulder, gets a few.
just running behind a raft of blockers for him. So
it's a gain of 4. So 2nd and 6. We'll see if Skyview stays with the run here. It's eating up clock and it can't be stopped, so might as well.
And they do.
Run. I think it's about 3 or 4 there.
That's Jaden Knapp. So they're mixing it up. They're getting fresh faces and fresh legs in there. Knapp's a junior here. We see him take it up the left side.
Good little run. The all-important fall forward. He'll face a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, so Knapp is only a sophomore, 165 pounds. They list him out. He looks a little bigger than that. Boy, those Tigers are itchy to get going on the defensive line.
So another encroachment penalty. That'll push them and actually give them a first down with 17 seconds left.
They got some big boys on that offensive line down there for the Storm.
Makes it easy.
Makes it easy to run behind, that's for sure.
Looks like we're going to pass here. Off the hands. 1 second left on the clock before halftime.
A little bit behind. Otherwise, I think that might have been a TD.
That was Saunders' buck off his hands.
A lot of velocity on that ball, but accuracy was lacking. So, dangerous play. I mean, that could have easily been intercepted. Of course, we're down to the last seconds of the first half.
And Skyview not taking the foot off the gas here, passing.
No, I mean you got young, hungry guys in the game right now. So they want to make their mark.
The buzzer sounds. The ball is off.
Yeah.
Threads the needle. Touchdown, Skyview.
What a pass to Nico Ariola. So
let's take a look at this. Just threads the needle. Great route. Only place he could have put it, and he put it there.
Yeah.
And Skyview, nice homecoming touchdown at the buzzer to end the half. 55-7.
Nice way to go into the half.
Doesn't get any better.
No.
Coleman will put that one definitely on his highlight reel. Great pass there. And PAT is up and good.
Well,
all right, so we'll see halftime roll in, and it's 56-7. Skyview firing on all cylinders. Second string's in, and they keep the momentum going.
Yeah. So I think we're going to cut it to Nick in the studio. We're going to run through some highlights here of the first half. It's going to be a lot of Skyview, I suspect.
Yes. See the Skyview defense tough to beat, and then the McGee show soon to come here.
There we go to that left pylon, just
too much,
bullying his way into the end zone. And this will be the first of the interceptions. Again, McGee doing his thing and then just putting on the afterburners.
To the left pylon again.
And again.
Here, one of the few opportunities for Battleground. Again, Skyview's defense just swarming.
And this was a nice long run here. And this pass.
And the yards after catch for Skyview is
Xavier Owens putting on his own highlight reel in this game.
Yeah, both sides of the ball.
And, Skyview didn't play a perfect game, though. They had those 2 turnovers.
Definitely stuff to improve on there.
A lot of dangerous throws. And the one sack ended up with a penalty, so it's... And another pick six. So what have we had? 3 pick sixes this game?
3, I believe, yes.
It's amazing.
So, Skyview rolling on both sides of the ball.
Keeping up with their offense almost.
Yeah.
And
the lone touchdown there for Battleground. Good little tuck and run.
Snyder calling his own number, and this beautiful pass.
Just at the half.
With time expired on the clock, they get a touchdown at the end of the first half.
Not even sure if his eyes were open on that one.
So looks like we're gonna stay here for the halftime festivities. It's homecoming tonight for the Skyview Storm, and sit back and enjoy it. We'll be back for the second half.
There are a lot of adjectives that can be used to describe the focus of our story: hardworking, firecracker, jack of all trades, but none more so than soon to be missed. In today's snapshot, we take a look at a day in the life of Judy Amatawanai. I'm Elena Bowler, and this is Snapshot, a look at the people who make Vancouver Public Schools a great place to be.
Hi! One good-looking senior's free tonight.
To say Judy Amatawanai wears many hats, well, that would be an understatement.
I am the kitchen manager at Skyview. I oversee Alki and iTech, and I am a facility monitor. I am a game manager. I am a ticket taker, and I'm also the vice president of the SEIU 925 Union.
If you think you've seen her around at multiple events in multiple places, you'd be right. She's on location at almost every sporting event you can imagine. From setting up flags at football games to the bleachers and scoreboards at volleyball games and basketball games, and then she's taking tickets at everything in between.
So $4, hon.
Her average day, not so average. It starts in the kitchen at Skyview.
My average day starts about 4:45. I get to work, and I'm there till about 1:45. And then on certain nights, I start at 2 o'clock getting ready for a game, or 3 o'clock I get ready for a game. And I don't get home till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Judy's a self-proclaimed workaholic, but it's work she says she loves. And you can feel the love when Judy talks about her coworkers.
When my husband passed away, they all heard about it. They all, came and said, "How are you doing? Do you need anything?" We're family. We've been family for years, watching kids grow up.
And the feeling is mutual.
Okay, you're good to go. Thanks.
She just makes I'm not even working, we're just like hanging out.
She has a great personality. She's a hard worker, and she's always there if you need someone to help you out.
She takes her work very seriously. No one gets past her ticket booth without some type of contribution.
Hello.
Chain gang?
Chain gang?
Chain crew?
Yeah, how do I know that? I don't see your chains.
I'm Keys Miller.
I got you, thanks.
Because Judy says it's all for the kids, and that's who she'll miss the most. Judy is retiring as game manager next year.
I've enjoyed it. It's provided what I needed, but I think it's time to move on.
But don't worry, that's the only hat she's hanging up here at VPS. She'll still be taking your tickets.
Hi, two.
Keeping an eye on the gates and saying hello at many games to come.
There you go. Thank you. It's family, and I'm just so proud to be a Vancouver School District employee.
Working at the district has really been a family affair for Judy. Her husband worked here as well as 2 of her kids. It's no wonder why she's so proud to report to work each and every day. For Snapshot, I'm Elena Bowler.
Our next princess up is Princess Peyton May. Peyton is escorted by her father, Tom May. Peyton's favorite memories at Skyview are Friday night lights and cheering on the Storm. Peyton's plans after high school are hopefully to attend USC and study political science on the pre-law track. Thank you, Peyton. Our final princess of the night is Taylor Burt. Taylor is escorted by her father, Joe Burt. Taylor's favorite part of Skyview has been experiencing all of high school, all of what it has to offer, with her little sister, Josie. Taylor's plans after high school are to attend a four-year university, and she would like to major in psychology. Thank you, Taylor. All right, Skyview. It's time to reveal our 2019 homecoming queen. The queen that receives the cowboy hat with the glitter will be our winner. Can I get a drum roll, please? Peyton May, 2019 Skyview Storm Homecoming Queen. Big thank you to all the Skyview Storm student body and everyone on the court. Outstanding. Happy homecoming, Skyview Storm. And next, on our homecoming halftime agenda, will be our Skyview Band, with special guests, some alumni from the past Skyview bands, with a special playing of more awesome Skyview band music. All right, Storm Nation, put your hands together. It's the best band in the land. The Skyview Storm Band. Hey, future Storm football players, please get off the field. The football teams are headed back on the field. Future youth Skyview Storm, please get off the field. The football players are back, getting ready for the second half.
Time now for a We Learn update, a look at how teachers and students are using technology in the classroom. I'm Nick Vohl. The new Ogden Elementary is open for business, and one of the school's many highlights is its makerspace. Joining us now to explain is Amanda Richter. Amanda, what exactly is a makerspace?
Thanks. A makerspace is where students go to get hands-on instruction and new strategies to solve problems. It's also where they go to have fun. Throughout the day at Ogden Elementary, teachers bring their classes to Rob Harsh's Makerspace.
Makerspace is a place where kids can come and tinker and explore and really kind of figure out who they are as a hands-on learner.
Today's challenge for these 5th graders, to build something with exactly 5 Legos, take it apart, and write instructions for someone else on how to make the exact same thing. It's a lesson in computational thinking.
It allows the kids to see that if they follow a sequential pattern or a series of steps, that they can figure out something that's a problem.
In the Makerspace, Mr. Harsh challenges students to rethink thinking.
He asked if we think that our brains work like computers. I said no, and he was like, actually, they do. And I was like, what?
Like computers, our brains are constantly solving problems, whether we're aware of it or not.
It's very weird to think of my brain as a computer. I always thought that it just like, that I would just think about something and then just do it, but apparently that's not what happens. It's just like a slower computer.
Like a computer, sometimes the best way to get your brain working right is to shut it off and back on. For students, that means a trip to the Makerspace.
It gives your mind a reset, and it really helps.
Here, students learn how to employ logic and creativity.
I want kids to be able to come into the Makerspace and look at a problem from a whole series of different angles, and that there isn't just one way to solve a problem, and that we also work best when we collaborate and we share those ideas of a problem.
The real results of the Makerspace are seen in the classroom, where students use computational thinking to tackle math, science, and other academic problems.
Encompass them around the standards and say, here's what you need to do, but I want you to be able to do it in a way that shows me you're learning, but at the same time they're having fun because they're engaged in something that they're really passionate about.
The concept of makerspaces may seem new, but really they've been around forever. When you were a kid, maybe it was shop class or home ec. The modern makerspace is broader in what happens inside, but the fundamentals are similar. Back to you.
Thank
you. Here, almost zero. All right, welcome back. The second half. Skyview 56, Battleground Tigers 7.
Well, what do you think they discussed in the locker room? I think for Skyview, it's probably keep doing what you're doing, and let's give the young guys a try out there. And for the Tigers, it's limit the mistakes, make sure we're on the same page. Let's run a clean game, clean second half, and minimize the self-inflicted wounds that they tended to exhibit there in the first half.
Yeah, with Skyview firing on all cylinders, really, you just got to look at them and say, control the things you can control. And Skyview getting some youngsters some Friday night light time, which is always fun.
Yeah, it is. It is. The Tigers are going to get a chance here to see if they can kind of pick up where they left off, mounting a few drives that resulted in positive yardage.
Post breaks to the sideline. He's out around the 27. Late flag coming in here. Let's see what happened there. Pote's been kind of a surprising light there on the Battleground team. Been running hard all night.
Yeah, there haven't been too many highlights for them, but he's had a couple of nice runs.
So it's going to be on Skyview.
So I didn't catch what that call was, but it went against Skyview, so... Right? Or...
Yes. It was kind of late, so I imagine it might have been something, I think maybe a little extra on the tackle on the sideline.
Yeah.
There.
So they'll be taken over on the 31-yard line. And they go right back to Hancock. Starting the second half the way they started the game.
Yeah, not much happening up the middle there, but a gain of, looks like 2 there for the Tigers.
Yeah, we're not seeing Skyview's stars in the backfield. I mean,
on defense.
There, yeah.
It's like motion here. Hand off to Hancock up the middle. Fights for about 3 or 4 there.
Yeah, good hard run though. I mean, that's if he can do that, that'll be good.
Yeah, it seemed like in the first half, everything initial contact was behind the line of scrimmage, and it's just hard to get going. So if he can get through that first wave and just get 2 or 3 every time he touches the ball, it'll be a positive thing for the Tigers.
And it looks like the Tigers are getting a little more push on the second string line of the Storm, opening up some running lanes.
Got Potes in the backfield here. Hand off. He's got some room to run up the field.
That's a first down.
Big run across the 50.
Oh, they've got a flag. It looks like it's an illegal motion.
Good run there, but yeah, it looks like it's coming back.
Well, best run of the night for the Tigers. What did we say about limiting the mistakes?
Yeah, they cannot afford to have any at that with the deficit they're facing here.
So that'll take them almost all the way back to the original line of scrimmage that started this drive, but they'll get 1 yard more. So 3rd and 9.
So ball on the 32 here, 3rd and 9. Motion handoff to Coates. He looks to turn it upfield. Good little run there, but he's going to be short of the first down here.
So we're seeing a little wrinkle here in the start the second half. They're running motion off of all these downs that we didn't really see in the first half.
Yeah, that first half was really just power football, but Skyview was up for the challenge.
Yeah, a game like this gives Battleground also a chance to try out some new wrinkles to their offense, because they really had a very set formation in that first half with that 3 receiver set and the fullback offset fullback. Well, here we see punt formation because it's 4th and 3. So
punt's off, short punt. He's gonna bounce and take a Battleground hop there. They act as if Skyview touched it. It was close.
It was close. I wondered that too, but I figured the way everybody was standing around looking at the ball, nobody touched it, but somebody thought the Storm had touched it. We'll see here if it did indeed touch him or not. Yeah, it looks like it went through cleanly.
Yeah. Most teams have a key word or a call to let everyone know, get away, and I think that call should have been made there.
What was the key word when you were playing?
It depended on who we were playing.
Yeah. Get away isn't good enough. You got to make it a code.
Not for high school football, sir. Run up the middle. He's got room. Breaks one. Strong run there.
Strong
First
run.
down.
So that is Sleeman Farhan, and I apologize for not pronouncing his first name correctly in the first half.
We'll just go ahead and say you butchered his name in the first half.
Well, I ran into his father and double checked, so I did my background research.
Great work.
Thanks.
But a strong run, nonetheless.
It was a strong run.
All night it's been lowering that shoulder.
Yeah, and I mean, that first tackler looked like he was wrapping him up below the knees, but he just kept the legs pumping and got through.
I think that run was brought back there, though.
Yeah, there was a flag.
Early penalties for both sides here.
Yeah, the first half was fairly clean. Not too many penalties.
Swing pass. Good little gain of 5 or 6 there, number 16.
Kyle Olson. Took a pretty good lick on that hit. Spun down. We have another penalty.
I did think on that replay I saw one come out there. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and push it forward.
Trading penalties here in the first half.
So early penalties, Skyview with some youngsters in the game, you're going to probably see a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Some excitement.
And after that halftime show, how can you not be excited?
Right.
The homecoming queen was crowned, and there was a tractor.
Good run up the middle there. It's a gain of 4.
Jaden Knapp. Seeing a few new faces in the game for the Storm. Well, I would run behind number 72 if I ever got the chance, Edgar Uribe. He looks like he can make some space for your running back.
Yeah, no one's moving him, that's for sure.
No, listed at 5'9"
5'9"
and 310. So he's got a low center of gravity, to put it. Another run.
Line, good push there from the line. Gives us some room to run. Just short of the first down. Bring up third down.
So Skyview's looking to probably just run this clock as much as they can, run the ball. No sense in taking risks at this point in the game.
So 3rd and 2. They are showing trips right.
I notice Hancock's in the game on defense. Showing blitz.
Run up the middle. Good block there.
That was a beautiful block.
Solid gain. And as they say, another Skyview first down.
Yeah, they've been saying, well, they haven't been saying it too much this game because they've been getting a lot of touchdowns.
This is true. Kind of skipped the first down strategy and just went to the end zone. Great block though there on that run.
Yeah. So 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Moving quickly, even with the penalties.
Like a pass here.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. Clark Coleman rolling out to his right. Just didn't look like he had quite the arm strength to get it there.
He had his receiver open, but maybe just trying to put a little too much on it there. Drove it into the ground.
If I would have remembered this guy, so I was like, you were talking
So 2nd and 10. Skyview sticking with the run, working the clock a little bit. We have seen a couple pass plays. Coleman at the helm, hands off. Bounce outside, got a little room, but Battleground defense ties him up.
Nice tackle for a loss on that.
It's about a 1-yard loss there.
Oh, it looks like they'll spot it right back at the original line of scrimmage.
So he's able to fight his way back there, but yeah, good game tackling by the Tigers there.
So 3rd and 10, which Storm haven't had this situation in this game yet. I think that the most I've seen is a 3rd and 8, but so good opportunity for the Tigers to get off the field here.
Showing trips left here. Coleman hands it off. Will drop the middle. He's got room. He's got the first down and more. Cuts back 10. Drags some Tigers about the 5-yard line.
So
for the first down.
Jaden Knapp again taking it strong and heading for that left pylon. Why not?
It's magnetic.
It is.
Great draw play though.
Yeah, I wonder if the Tigers were expecting a pass on that 3rd and 10, and they caught him off guard with the run.
So that draw is always a risky call. It's one of those, you're either a genius or why'd you do that
call?
Exactly.
So
worked out.
Well, if you trust your offensive line to stay in position and make the blocks, then you've got the horn.
So run at the end of the quarter, and it'll be a touchdown. Strong run by Knapp there. Dives across the goal line to end the 3rd quarter.
Well, pretty clean drive right there. Ate up a lot of clock.
I mean, your goal is always to score, of course, but in this kind of game, eating up clock is almost just as important.
Yeah.
So, and they did both.
And getting out of here without any injuries, of course, is in a game like this, you don't want anybody getting hurt.
So replay here, sheds that tackle and dives through. Great run.
Nice block by Areola to sort of seal off that defender.
PAT is up and good. 63-7 Storm.
Well, let's take a moment to recognize the students working on tonight's broadcast. Most of them are students in the district's video production programs who are learning about careers in television. In addition to the students on cameras tonight, we have more back in the control room directing, running replays, graphics, and audio. Over the course of the year, students from at least 8 middle and high schools will participate. Thanks to all of these students for giving their time to bring local sports to our community. They're really doing a great job, I think. It's a great program that
yeah, awesome. It's a tough job with those cameras. I mean, we just talk, but they've got to bring the game to you.
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot more difficult.
And as you know, there are sometimes technical difficulties that they have to fix on the fly or just kind of deal with as they go. So we had a little microphone issue before we went on the air tonight, and they got it all cleared up, and it was
awesome job.
Yep.
Good kick there, returnable. Cut back and dropped around the 31-yard line. So that was number 28, Duncan Schwebel.
Nice little cut right there, bouncing it to his left, taking it across the 30-yard line. So Schneider's still in at quarterback. See if they run any of that motion that we saw during that first drive. Not that time.
Off up the middle there. Got some room to run.
Yeah, nice push by the offensive line.
Looks like a good gain there.
And that's, you know, that's what you like to see to keep them ahead of the sticks and make it, you know, look at this, 2nd and 4 already. So those kinds of plays can give you, you know, I know the big plays are the momentum changers, but these are the ones that give you the confidence and really kind of build momentum for you.
Battleground facing 2nd and 4. Hand off to Hicks.
Well, he's got
Good
tons
cut.
of room.
Makes one miss. He gets to the sideline. One to beat. Great run there for the first down.
I was just about to say no flags, but we do see a flag on the field.
It's in the area of what usually would be a hold. So let's see what they say, though. A blocking penalty on the Tigers there.
That's too bad.
Great run by Hicks, but it's coming back.
Maybe that's why he got so freed up, because he made one cut and there was nobody around him, and maybe we know why. Maybe we'll get a replay of that run to see if we can see where the penalty was.
So it looks like it'll bring him back to the 30. 5-yard line. Sorry, 42-yard line. 1st and 10 though, so they'll have some few cracks out of here. Handoffs there. Almost the same play.
Yep.
Get a little gain there. 3 or 4.
So at least with a penalty like that, you're not facing a 1st and 20 or something like that. Still, they got the first down, but they had to come back. So all they lost was field position.
Yeah, definitely manageable. And Hicks running hard, just trying to get them some momentum here. Again to Hicks around the corner. It's met by a Skyview player there.
Got a couple of yards. The Skyview fans are getting worked up about something down there.
Who knows, it's homecoming.
That's right. Boy, he just looked like he sought out that contact.
Good open field tackle there, though, by number 87, Cervella.
So 3rd and 4.
Manageable 3rd and 4 for the Tigers here. We'll play action. Open, sheds one. Good tackle, but a first down for the Tigers there.
And now I can say there is no flag on the field.
Beautiful.
Yes. Thought I saw maybe a questionable block in the back, but I'm glad to see it wasn't called.
And another Tiger first down.
That's right. Which we have not seen many of.
The Tigers continue to fight here. Ball to 35, 1st and 10.
So the clock just keeps running, right?
Yes.
At this point.
There's a running clock, a run outside.
Nice hard run. Is that Hancock? No, that's.
No, that is
Potes getting some.
He looks a little. He's 25, a little shaken up there on the play. Brody Smith shaken up, but Pote's been running hard all game.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't want to lose Brody Smith. Tigers are already dealing with a lot of injuries, and Smith is a 6'3" senior. And they can't afford to lose him for any games. Yeah, it looks like he's coming off with the assistance of the coaches. Let's hope he's okay.
Second and 1, handoff up the middle. It's a first down.
Nice hard running by Potes, and that O-line is getting some push.
So we're seeing kind of a run tandem of Hicks and Potes here for Battleground, and it's working. They're moving the ball.
Oh,
Little block there.
beautiful block, yeah. Miller Hicks.
Hicks breaks tackles, gets to the outside. He's looking to get to the pylon.
Oh,
brought down around the 2-3 yard line there.
Oh, he's down at the half-yard line. Boy, that was a nice run.
Nice healthy spot there. Yeah, the half-yard line. They are at the doorstep here. Way to bounce that outside.
Yep.
Make a play.
Good tackle too to save the touchdown. So this will be a test for the Storm defense. See if they can keep the Tigers out of the end zone, and likewise a good test for the Tigers. See if they can punch it in.
This is where the big guys earn their money down here.
That's right.
Solid run up the middle, and he's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that was a nice drive, but they controlled the ball, controlled the clock, and just ran it.
That was number 26 Hicks getting in the end zone, and definitely had his fair share of carries on that drive, and did very well for the Tigers. So 63, looking to make it 14.
Yeah, Austin Hicks, a 5'8" senior.
Kick is up and good. 63-14, Tigers get on the board. 5:32 left in the fourth. Well, something positive to watch at.
Hey.
On film next week.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the offensive line is, against this second string line of the Storm, they're really getting a noticeable push up front, and it's giving the runners 4 yards right off the bat to work with and keeping them ahead of the sticks, and so they don't have to throw on third down, and that's what you want to avoid, especially with the way we saw the first half go. Those 3 pick sixes, because you're at 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. Sometimes we had one where they got way behind, they were losing yards. So it's good. It's good to see. I think for both teams, having a game like this where you can forget the score at this point, just kind of work on your fundamentals. It's a good opportunity. Nothing takes the place of game time action. No practice will give you this.
And give the Tigers, backfield credit. Those 3 running backs can really run hard. They came up against a great opponent in Skyview Steve.
Oh yeah.
They all 3 have ran extremely hard. Short kick here. Take a good return out to the 44-yard line.
So I suspect we'll see some running on this drive here. The Storm will look to chew up. They could conceivably chew up the rest of the clock for the game. We're almost at 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, it'll probably be a pass only when needed strategy here. But we've seen Coleman throw, and he can. That pass at the buzzer was something else.
Yeah, I'm curious to see who.
Looks like we got a switch in.
Is that
quarterback there.
Nico Areola? Number 18, he sort of seems like a utility guy. He's played a couple of positions tonight. We've called his name on offense and defense.
Good run up the middle there. Be a Skyview first down.
Oh, he's got sneaky speed, smooth runner.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 43.
Oh, a little miscommunication there.
Scramble. Good gain on a broken play there.
Well, he's long. He's
definitely has some stride.
Yeah, six foot, but only 155 pounds. But it didn't stop him from laying a little wood on the defense himself. Lowered the shoulder and said, "You're not going to get me out of bounds quite that easy."
No, not on Friday nights.
Not when you're a 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah.
You gotta make a name for yourself here.
Exactly. Looks like a run up the middle. Solid run. Be close to first down. Depends on the spot there.
But you know, when you're a sophomore and you're in the game, you know, you got some skills, and you're going to be.
You're looking for that elusive jump over someone.
Yeah, that's
so popular
yeah,
nowadays.
yeah.
That's what
which
you're
rarely ends well.
It's masterful when it happens. So clock, like we said, running. 3 minutes left. First and 10. Ball in the 33 for Skyview.
Low snap.
Got it.
Nice penetration by the Tiger defense there on that play. They got into the backfield and almost disrupted that handoff.
Mason Wan, I think that was, that got back there and wrangled him. Tough player. He's been playing tough tonight.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I mean, Tigers have some good, large guys up there. It's just, I think a lot of them are injured, and you know, we're not seeing them at full strength tonight for sure. And they got a lot of young guys.
Little screen pass there. About a gain of 5.
And I guess it doesn't matter now about staying in bounds.
No, the clock, will be running on any well-designed play, though.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many screens this game.
Well, when you can just hand the ball off to McGee, you know.
Why risk the screen?
Yes. So brings up a 3rd and 2. Run outside. He's got the first down and more. Solid run there by number 32.
Lorenzo Gunn. I think that's the first time we've called his name tonight. 5'10", sophomore.
Lowered the shoulder, Gunn did, and made some offensive hit sticks there.
Yeah.
So a minute left here. Skyview kind of probably just looking for that, you know, that KDW Friday Night Lights highlight.
That's right.
On there here. Who's going to get it?
Oh,
and Neal. I'll wrap it up.
Well, no need to rack up the score on a team that's fought hard but came up short.
You know, and in Skyview, they're firing on all cylinders. They're tough to stop.
Oh yeah,
anybody.
too many weapons on both sides
like
of the ball.
Battleground with some injuries, that does not help.
Nope.
But they played hard. The running backs.
Yeah, you know, and their body language tells me that, you know, they didn't get down. They're not out there fighting with each other and bickering and those kinds of things that you'll sometimes see when a team gets down and, you know, is making mistakes. So, you know, credit to the Tigers. They hung in there. They hung tough, and you know, they got some points on the board against a really good Skyview team. So, you know, they've got their future's bright. You know, they'll come back.
But Skyview again, 63-14 will be the final. Look like we'll bring up some replays here and, you know, cap the night off, and we'll see a lot of Skyview replays here, of course. Hopefully get a few of the starters here. They came out early.
That first play of the game was a lot like, or the first play of the half right there. And this run here, that was a nice run. It was called back because of a penalty. Tigers started mounting some nice drives based on the run and based on their defense getting a good push up front. Boy, the second half just went by in a blur for me. It was...
Yeah. But Skyview, you know, really just running the ball and eating up that clock and doing a good job of it, because you got to pick up the first downs to keep that strategy going. And, and they did that even with the second stringers all lowering their shoulders and falling forward. See some good tackling there by Battleground. They hung in there and He definitely gave it a fight, played hard all the way through, and like you said, clean game.
Yep.
No.
Except for that, the trading penalties on the first drive of the second half. But other than that, it was
everyone kept their head and just played good football.
Yep. And there's the final of the left pylon touchdowns. Nice hard running. Potes getting in there, and
Hicks.
Yeah, Austin Hicks. That
great break to the outside.
That was probably the best play they had all night, was that run. And then they were able to punch it in from a couple yards out.
We saw Hancock a lot early, but Potes and Hicks really, I think, came to their own
Yeah,
this game and showed some life.
Yep. I almost wonder if maybe Hancock got a little injured or something, or they're just saving him up.
A great run here.
Yep. Well, tonight's broadcast is just the first of many this school year, brought to you by VPS Game Time. A week from today, we have more football. Fort Vancouver goes up against Hudson's Bay in the annual Peace Pipe rivalry game. Can Hudson's Bay hold on to the Peace Pipe, or will Fort Vancouver win it back? Join us at 7 p.m. on Comcast Channel 328, plus the district's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter pages. We hope to see you then.
Well, great night. Skyview's going to enjoy their homecoming.
Yeah, and with that, I think we'll send it back to Nick in the studio.